Yo, YouTube, what it is, what it gonna be like, where's it gonna go? Yo, this is B West Jr. at Endurance Productions coming at you again with some movie reviewage. Got in here this evening, I thought it just felt right, felt like the time to do it. Got my coffee here, got a few shots of espresso in me, so I'm ready to rock and roll this evening. I told you it wouldn't be long. I'm going to get back into doing some horror movie reviews. Took a little detour there with some Clint Eastwood movies, but I'm back into the horror mainstream. Don't know why, but I just felt like it was the right time. I drug out the old Nightmare on Elm Street series, so I thought I would start doing some reviewage on those. Not sure if I'll do all of them, and I'm not going to do them in a marathon fashion like I did with my Friday the 13th marathon. I'm just going to say a few words about each one. But in true B West Jr. fashion, I'm going to do them out of order because it just feels right. I don't know why. Well, oddly enough, I started with the last in the traditional series, if you will. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Woo! On a scale from 1 to 10 on great horror movies, I'd probably give it an overall 4.5 or a 5. Meaning you should at least watch it because it's in the series. I'd rank it probably just a step above the Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. If you've seen my marathon, which if you haven't, shame on you. You need to subscribe and watch that marathon. It's the most lazy reviewage you'll ever watch in your life. But essentially, you know how I feel about the Jason Part 8 movie. I rank this one probably just a step above it, mainly because I just do not like Friday the 13th Part 8. This movie was directed by Rachel Talalay, I believe is how you say her name. And I believe it came out in 1991, if I'm not mistaken. Has decent production values, as do all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I mean, you can tell there's some money behind the movies. And for its time and age, it had some decent special effects. Not the best, but it had decent special effects. There's not a whole heck of a lot to say, really. There are a few noteworthy points in the movie. Probably, I'll just start first with my most favorite thing about this movie, and the reason why I have it in my Nightmare collection is because it has the, you know, a lot of the horror buffs will tell you, it has a 3D sequence at the end, and the version of the DVD that I have here actually does have the original 3D ending in the movie. Now, albeit the 3D ending in this movie is kind of just there to be there. I mean, it was a forced thing by the studios, if research serves, onto the director that said, hey, look, this is the 6th one in the series. We've got to have some kind of gimmick to sell this movie. So they basically throw on a little 3D extravaganza, if you will, at the end of the movie, in which time, whenever the main character puts on her 3D glasses, these are my 3D glasses. I know they're real stylish and everything, but you throw on your 3D glasses and you have an anaglyph show there that you can feast your eyes and mind upon there. I'm just a real sucker for 3D movies. In fact, I've recently just finally got around to ordering me a copy of Amityville 3D, which I'm going to review later on. But I do like 3D movies, especially 3D horror movies if I can get my hands on them, and try to watch them any chance I get. The movie itself has a lot of cameos in it as well. There are some cameos by Johnny Depp. You'll know him from the original movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. He makes kind of a funny, comedic cameo in this movie. Also, there's other cameos by Tom Arnold and Roseanne Barr, and a few others that you'll notice in there. I'm going to give them all out. I'll leave it up to you guys to find them. Not really, it's just a standard Freddy Krueger outing. It does, one thing that Freddy's Dead does do that I think is decently cool is that it does kind of go deeper into Freddy's background. In the other movies prior, Part 3 and some of the, you know, they touch on it, they tell you a little bit about it here and there, tell you what he did, the parents burned him and then he comes back in the dreams. This one actually shows you little snippets of Freddy's life from when he was younger and things of that nature. I thought that was kind of cool but goofy at the same time. I guess an overall rating for Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, I would probably give it an overall rating of at least a 5. I mean, it's worth seeing because it's in the series and it has a cool 3D, well, probably about a 6, because it has a 3D sequence at the end of the movie. So, I'll get back to it and I'll try to do some more reviews on the rest of the Nightmare series. Probably going to do them out of order like I said before. But, anyways, check back for the rest of them. Subscribe if you will. If not, enjoy the enjoy the reviewage. And have a good time. Be safe out there, folks. We'll see you later. Bye.